Oh man, this Gotham episode, Gotham episode 8. I don't know what this episode's called, but it introduced the ventriloquist, it introduced Scarface. It brought back Mr. Penn, and he had Scarface with him. And God, I just loved it. The dummy looked so awesome. Uh, I didn't really like much of the rest of the episode. The Penguin Riddler part with Mr. Scarface. It was absolutely hilarious. I remember this guy from the animated series, and that is my favorite incarnation of him because, yeah, that dude is just so nuts. I remember he's like, "No, Mister Scarface," when the dummy turns on him in the cartoon, but here on the show, uh, oh, it's just pretty funny. He comes back, he pulls out this dummy. He says that this guy was keeping him from coming. Penguin gets onto him about where have you been? Then he pulls out this dummy. He was keeping me from coming. Oh, and Jesus, uh, the reaction to that Riddler and Penguin is just so hilarious, man. Oh, and then they got in this little standoff because Mr. Scarface wanted Penguin's treasure, and they were trying to address Mr. Penn. But the dummy got mad. It's just God. No, Mr. Scarface. I swear, I've been loyal. That's just that dummy is fantastic. But they pretty much Riddler is just like, I am so tired of this. I am so tired of this. Just he was great the whole episode and up until the point where he put a bullet in the dummy's head. So the sad part is they killed Scarface. Uh, Penguin put a bullet in Scarface's head in an attempt to stop his former friend and save him. And his friend thinks him, and then bam, bullet in the head, Riddler. So, Jesus, Gotham is really killing off. Just dude, not hesitating to blow people's brains out this season, just shoot them down. Uh, I think I called it last week. I think I said, let's see who pulls a gun on Penguin next week because it seems like every week somebody's pulling a gun on him and they hesitate to kill him. It's a weekly thing on this show. Uh, Other than that, you had to. I'd say the rest of the episode wasn't that entertaining. I mean, you had this stuff coming up to buy Bullock, this stuff from the past. They included Jane. That's not a character I'm familiar with. I thought it was Calendar Girl or something at first. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about this character, or I don't even know much about Calendar Girl. I just remember the way she looked. But pretty much, some old cops get killed or something. Some buddies of one of Bullock's old partner, and then somebody's coming after him that looks the exact same, and I thought it was going to turn out to be like Clayface or something because they pulled the face off the person and the person ran away, and then they had to take him in to protect custody. And there were some good scenes, some real tension between Bullock and Gordon. There was some tension there. I felt like it was like it shouldn't be at this point in the series. He shouldn't be coming at Bullock like you can't trust him. Even though Bullock, he was kind of responsible in a way for all this. I thought the Jane character, was pretty creepy when they went in that house and they found all those faces, and I would have just preferred a Clayface, but this angle was good. And the only thing I really didn't like was the stuff going down in the sewers. I thought they were encountering Killer Croc, but it just some mutated dude that Alfred had to beat down, and then Bruce. This whole part of the storyline was the least interesting. The pairing with Bruce and Alfred, and they had their sentimental one-on-one stuff. I just couldn't get into that part. And the guy, I don't know if he's supposed to be like Killer Croc, the disfigured dude in the sewer that was attacking people. But the Scarface stuff, that was absolutely the best part of the episode. Yeah. And I really did like the final talk between Bullock and Gordon. You know, Bullock venting and explaining he did a lot of things that before he met Gordon, you know, he headed down that path for a while before he had met Gordon, and he felt bad about it, and he just wanted to pull back. And he just wanted to get it off his chest, even though, you know, Gordon didn't really approve. He didn't really care. He just wanted to tell him, you know, and he walked out. The other part of the episode was Barbara Gordon. You know, they're really trying hard to feel like this character is just taking a drastic shift in who she is, coming to the police station, and of course she has her own little agenda, trying to find out if she's on that list of criminals that Bane had that they were gonna come through town with. And you know, what do you call it? I keep wanting to call her Calendar Girl, but Jane, she was pretty fascinating, and the whole backstory to that was interesting. But just the best thing about this episode is the stuff that really felt like Batman stuff. That was the Riddler, Penguin, Scarface scenes. Everything else you can pretty much skip over because this is just a filler episode. No real progress in this episode at all. It's if you're a Batman fan, you got to check it out though because this Scarface looks awesome. The performances are great though. I do have to point out that the actor like trying to pull off the whole ventriloquist thing. You could see the movements and stuff that they could have done a little better when he was talking as Scarface because there were moments where you could tell that it would have just been creepier if you could not if it was hands down you couldn't tell he was talking for the dummy. But I thought it was awesome. I'd give this episode like a 7 out of 10. Uh, just for the Scarface stuff alone, that was a real surprise, a real delight. You have to watch this if you're a Batman fan. You can just skip around and watch those scenes. Anyways, I 7 out of 10. That Scarface was perfect. So subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Stay awesome, rock on. Check out my other videos.